Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. You probably already know what this box is if you aren't on like auto play in a playlist, and you probably see the title. It's my Scentsy Club haul. So all the bars, I'm presuming, are in this box, so let's just dive right into it. If you already have a Scentsy Club or you're not new here, you can skip ahead like 20 seconds, but quick recap if you're like, what the heck is Scentsy Club? I want to be part of a club. It's the best kind. So Scentsy Club is a Scentsy auto ship service where there's a ton of perks. Mostly what I'm going to talk about in this video is a perk in Scentsy Club called Always Get My Bar. So Scentsy releases a lot of fragrances throughout the year, and they don't always stick around. Sometimes they discontinue. A lot of the times they discontinue. And so with Scentsy Club, you can put them in your club, your Scentsy Club. You can lock them in this subscription service they have. And they have a feature that's called Always Get My Bar, where they keep pouring the bar that you have in your Scentsy Club forever, as long as you keep it in your club. So even though it's been discontinued, you still get it. Hence, Always Get My Bar. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about here is discontinued, but I have it locked in my club. So I know some people may not like these videos because they'll be like, dang, I really wish I had a scent that's been discontinued. But I love watching Scentsy Club videos because I'm like, okay, what do you think? What's like, why is it in your club? Should I try it if I see it and bring back my bar? Like, should I send my votes for it? I don't know, I just like hearing people's opinions on why they keep things in their club or what they have in general or what their theories are for club. I love the videos. So I'm gonna start off on, this is my quarterly club. So in my quarterly club, I have 2 packs of cotton cleanups, and I put some stickers in the corner to kind of date them. This sounds so like me. Like, this is so unnecessary, but I have some cotton cleanups in my closet, and I put dates on all of them, not necessarily like the day that I bought them, just like kind of numbered them in order so that I can like rotate them accordingly. I don't want to like put my newest bags on top and then reach for my newest bags while I know they're cotton and it's not like wax where it's maybe gonna go bad. I just want to make sure I'm like reaching for the older ones instead of just constantly putting the new ones on top and then using those. I hope that makes sense. So they don't come with these little stickers with dates. I did that myself just for my own personal tracking system, like I do. So these bars are in no particular order. I'm just gonna go through them as I see them. So the first one on top here is Sugar. This was available in the last Bring Back My Bar in January. I don't know how many notes of things I'm going to be able to recite because there's a lot in here and none of it's like in a certain place with notes. But this one, honestly, if you guys have smelled Better Homes and Gardens Sugar Lavender Twist, it's really, really similar to that, which I love. And last time I did this, I did 4 cubes in the kitchen and it was really nice. Honestly, people probably wouldn't classify this as a kitchen scent, but it has like, they said there's lemon in the notes. I don't know that I would pick out lemon, but there's a distinct like fresh quality, which is maybe lemon. Or do they say it's like lemon drops and sugar or something like that? Cotton candy? I don't know. It's like a really, really sweet scent, but it honestly reminds me of Sugar Lavender Twist from Better Homes and Gardens with Walmart. Okay, next along the same lines is Pink Haze, and this I think is like marshmallow fondant. I haven't actually melted this because I didn't get to use the one bar I had. I've used it in the pods. It's very marshmallowy sweet in the way that Big Hero 6 was really like marshmallowy sweet cotton candy confection type. So I'm really curious to melt this. It's so like, it has that sweetness where it's almost like plasticky smelling, like that's how sweet it is. So I'm really curious to see what this smells like on warm because I've only smelled it on cold in a bar, but I'm really intrigued by it. And I really enjoyed the pods, and I have another set of the pods that I picked up in the clearance, the flash sale. So I'm excited to try the wax bar. Okay, another similar bar to those is Shimmer. So all these three kind of go in like the same somewhat category. Shimmer is more perfumey though. It's like apricot and other girly things. I don't know what the exact notes are, but I know the notes have apricot for some reason. It's really just like a nice perfume. I bought this in a fragrance mist from the clearance section. May still be there, and a body cream. Just because I think it's like the perfect, really like fresh, feminine body care type scent. But I did this mixed with sugar. I did sugar in the kitchen and this in the living room. This is probably going to have to be bedroom, bathroom. It didn't do, or even up here in my office where it's smaller. The living room was just a little too big for it. Like maybe if the heat was like really running on a cold day, but it was like not going really. And so it was kind of like just like a dead scent. Okay. We have a lot to talk about, so I gotta pick it up. We have it Simply Vanilla, which is just what it sounds like. It's Simply Vanilla. I feel like I have to open these and smell them as they come in because kind of for me, as bars come in and I smell them from my club is kind of where I decide like, this is the one I'm going to test to see if it's getting the boot. But also Simply Vanilla, I need to still try. So some of this things that are coming in right now, I'm literally going to be like setting them aside as ones I need to try, and Simply Vanilla is one of those. Same with Pink Haze. Like I told you guys, I hadn't gotten to try that from the first round of Bring Back My Bar, so that one's also going to be set aside. I'm going to make like two kind of piles, like what do I need to try to know if I want, and the things I know I like. Okay, next we have Salted Caramel Cupcake. This from the Bring Back My Bar was so good. Oh, it's literally caramel cupcake. So good. Oh, it smells even better than I remember. Oh, okay. Which pile am I gonna put that in? I know I love it, so it's fine. We have Candy Crave. This one is broken, so this is gonna have to get warmed. I probably would have warmed it anyway, but this one I find sometimes it needs to sit a little bit depending how recently it's been poured. This one's a little shiny, so I'm assuming it's not super fresh. This one to me really reminds me of Luna. I love it in the bedroom. I thought it was going to be like super light and not last kind of. Like I just thought it was gonna be kind of a womp, but I did it. I did 2 or 3 cubes in an element warmer and it went for like days. Like every day I went to go like smell it, see if I was gonna change the wax. It was still going strong and I was like, okay, well, one more day of Candy Crave, and I absolutely love it. So if people are, if I'm like at an event and I run out of Luna, I'm like, Candy Crave. Like this is really close to Luna. But so you might be like, why do you have it in your club if it's really close to Luna? Because I like it. I really like it. Do I need more of a reason? Coconut Cotton is next. This one is really nice. It's coconut like the Coconuts for Coconuts, like the new one, like that sun tanny type coconut, but it's dialed way back with a hint of laundry. It's like the lightest, freshest, clean, I'm like, my house is dirty, but it smells clean type of scent. Like it's crazy how they do that. Oh yeah, it's a really good mix. I really like that one. Okay, we have Coffee Tree. I need to retry this one. I've been hearing a lot of people are like, I need to take Coffee Tree out of my club because it has this weird like floral note to it. And I feel like I get that, but also when I smell it, I'm like, there's no other coffee scents. Like it's this and Mocha Doodle and that's all we get. So it makes me a little bit questionable. Yeah, I feel like maybe that funny note's on the bottom. I don't know. I need to test that. I think I have an open bar of Coffee Tree, so I'll maybe use my open bar as the tester. And especially since it's sat a while, it might be a better indication of like, does that weird scent really like come out more as it's developed. I have watermelon mint. This is actually red in the back. This one is so good. This is from last summer's Bring Back My Bar, which is funny because it doesn't have any indication that it's a Bring Back My Bar. This is like fresh watermelon and fresh mint that they would like put in a mojito. So good. So good. That's been in my club for a while. Okay, we have a Aladdin. This is in here even though I keep telling you guys I'm gonna take it out because I still have not tried it. I think it might be similar to Berry Bright. However, I also haven't tried Berry Bright and it's on my list, so I may battle these two. It smells like a really nice blueberry. I have to try that one. I really do. There's no excuses. Okay, Aloe Vera Ivy is next. This was a scent of the month right when I got into Scentsy. So like August or July. No, it was August 2020. This was a scent of the month. This is like straight up watermelon. There's maybe like a little bit of like a green, I feel like ivy doesn't necessarily smell, but like that green effect with the watermelon. The funniest part though is called Aloe Vera Ivy and like it kind of smells like watermelon. I feel like I was so scared to try this because if it would have just been called watermelon something, I probably would have tried it way sooner. To me, it has a very distinct watermelon, but I feel like today I'm getting a lot more of that green note. Like the watermelon and the green. So I'm gonna put that in the wanna test it out pile, even though I've already used it, but just sometimes, especially with your club, you have to retest things because you're like, if I'm over this scent, I don't need to continue to get it and I can make room in my club. So that's kind of the pile I'm making. Like watermelon mint, I know I've tried and I know I love it and I know it's not leaving. So that's going in the pile like, I don't need to test this right away. I can just use it when I want to, versus these other scents are going in the, I need to test this to make sure it deserves a place in my club status. Okay. Next is Cookies for Santa. This is an example of the one that I know I love and it's not leaving because I like this, but also mixing it for my Welcome Home Bath & Body Works dupe candle mixture. Oh, it's really strong. This apple butter frosting and cinnamon buttercream mixed together, dupe of Bath & Body Works Welcome Home. Probably more fall specific, but I mean, if I think this is the only bar I have of this. And then if my club comes like one more time before I get into like fall melting, that's only 2 bars. Like that's only 2 times of mixing it. So to me, that's like totally fine. Okay, next we have Huckleberry Sage, and this one's green on the back. I really like this one too. This was from the last round of Bring Back My Bar. This is so fresh, and I feel like sage maybe gives a weird vibe. Like you might not want to try it because it's Huckleberry Sage, but it doesn't smell like you might be imagining. It's very fresh, like fresh and clean fresh. Not laundry, just like a very fresh with berries, kind of almost like white tea and cactus with a little bit of like fruit. And I don't know that I would be like, oh, this is huckleberry. I'm so, you know, versed in what different berries smell like. Like, no, it's just fruity and that fresh and clean, almost like white tea and cactus. Like, I don't know that I would smell that and be like, oh, it's huckleberry. Like, I don't think I could pick that out. There's no way. Okay. Caramel Pear Crisp. I need to try this one too. I haven't tried it. I'm so intrigued. Part of me is like, oh, it's so good. And part of me is like, this is disgusting. It just like, I don't know. I need to try it. I don't have a bar of it, and so I've just been waiting for this club to come because I need to try it. A lot of these scents are kind of in that scenario, like the Pink Haze, this one. So, I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do with the Huckleberry Sage. So next I have apple butter frosting. Like I said, this mixed with the Cookies for Santa, so good. This is a fall bar, so a lot of these scents in here, maybe some of the like fall bakery scents that got discontinued that I needed to put in my club. this is one of them. However, I think you could honestly melt this anytime. It's a little bit, it's got like a slight spicy cinnamon. So if that turns you off, you may, you know, want to stay away from it or only melt it in the fall. But honestly, I could be in the mood for that anytime. It's so good. Okay, next I have My Home. I know I talked about this in one of my what I've been warming, that I actually am going to take this out. I don't know if I'm even gonna retest it. It smells good in the clam, but when it was going, it just wasn't it. It just really wasn't. Like, it smells so good in this clam, but in my house, I was just like not overly impressed, and it wanted to make me take it out of my club because I wasn't like smelling it and was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So yeah, this is actually a bar that's currently available. I'm pretty positive it's Sunripened Berry. So I wanted to get another one of these because I actually really enjoy it. I have since taken this out of my club and replaced it with something else, but it is still available, so you can still get it. To me, I understand we're in the spring and summer catalog and plenty of fruity scents are out. This is like a strawberry, not strawberry, like a red berry mixture, but it's different to me than the other berries we have currently available. So I just wanted a little bit more of it. I generally, spring and summer is not my wheelhouse as much as fall winter. I'm coming around. I've really found some scents I love for spring summer, but this one to me just stuck out as different, which I know some people would not agree with because it's kind of a generic berry, but I really liked it. So I wanted one more, and I'm sure if I run out, I can get more before it goes away, because I think it may, unless it sells out, it should be around until May-ish, like through May, maybe? That was a guess. Okay, next we have in here Sugar Cookie, because you can't go without Sugar Cookie. I've been waiting for this club to come. So the bar is broken, or the clam. I've been waiting for this club to come because I knew it had a bar of Sugar Cookie, and I've been wanting to do the Lisa Roberry mix of Sugar Cookie, Vanilla Waves, and Squeeze the Day. I have full bars of Squeeze the Day and Vanilla Waves, but I have no Sugar Cookie. And I don't know what I was thinking, because I had all these mixes lined up that I wanted to do with Sugar Cookie, which I neglected because I used up all my brick and then realized I wanted to use it in all these other ways. So what do you do? So funny. Okay, these bars I put in here from the All Is Well Wax collection, which I kind of just did as a panic because the collection was out of stock and it was one of the last days you could add them to your club, and so I just kind of panicked and threw them in there. I don't know how long they're gonna stay. They definitely need to go in the retest pile, but here I am. So I have Vitamin M. This was the one with the lavender and the nutmeg. This first initial sniff I just took, it kind of reminds me of a men's cologne, but with lavender. I need to retry this one. When it was going, I kept sneezing the last time. I don't know if it was a fluke because I really enjoyed it, but I kept sneezing. So I'm gonna retry it. Like I said, I kind of panicked and put those in here, but it's gonna go for sure in the retry pile. I also have a Vitamin S Soothe, which is really funny because this one is pretty similar to some other, since we have like Sandswept and what was the new one, Shoreline Drive, like it's kind of those types of vibe. But to me, I like this one a lot. It doesn't smell quite the same, even though they're all very similar. I feel like I can see a difference, smell a difference. This one's like really fresh in the way that the other ones are maybe more aquatic. I don't know. I'm like, dang, I really liked that one. So like I said, kind of panicked. This one I really want to retry because I never got to try my second bar. Somebody snagged it before I was able to test my second bar. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to put it in my club because it was one of my favorites from the first initial like round of testing, and it was the Unwind. And this one, I'm glad I put it in there because I definitely want to retest it. First of all, my fave color, hello. It just smells really good. It's different. It's like fruity and fresh, but it's so unique. I feel like it reminds me of something from my like childhood, but like I can't just point my finger on what it is. So I'm glad I'm gonna retest someone, and that one's kind of broken too. I don't know if you saw that. Okay. And then at the bottom of that stack, we have Zumbo. Of course we do. This is available right now. You guys, as soon as this was available, I was like, up the numbers. So I have this in a different club, and so I was like, I'm gonna throw in this one when it's available. So I kind of have one in each. Oh, it's so good. You have to try this if you haven't already. I have been finding now that it's available again and people are trying it. It's definitely a love or a hate, which is funny because before I felt like it was very universally liked, but some people it's not performing super well for them. For me personally, I enjoy using this in my bedroom, which is kind of random, but it's one of the first Scentsy scents I got, so it's super nostalgic, and I happened to use it in my bedroom when I got it one of the first times. So that's kind of just like where I associate it now, but it's like peach and vanilla and maybe like a mango, and it's really nice. It's really nice, you guys. You have to check it out. Grab a bar, please, for me. Okay, more bakery. Toffee butter crunch. You guys, similar to salted caramel cupcake, but different. That's a cupcake. This is like toffee candy. Yum. There is a lot of bakery in here. I'm not hiding that whatsoever. Coconut daiquiri. This is from last year's summer collection. This is available in body care, which I need to try. However, the bar is so good. I don't know if I have a bar of this currently, so I'm gonna have to keep this one aside in my melt pile. It's perfect for right now. It's coconut, pineapple. No. It's pineapple and banana. No. It's coconut and banana. Yeah. I know there's banana in it, but I was like, it's not pineapple, right? It's coconut and banana, which seems like kind of a weird combo, but it's really good, you guys. I took this, it launched for the summer collection last year, and which the summer collection for this year is going to launch May 1st, so it was probably around that time last year. But at the end of May last year, we went to Myrtle Beach as kind of just like a fun trip, and I brought this to melt on it, and now it makes me think of it. Totally makes me think of our vacation there. So that's going in the melt pile. Another bar of birthday wishes. Can't not have birthday wishes. This is such a typical birthday cake type scent. Oh, it's so good, you guys. I know I talked about this recently as well. Southern Evening. This reminds me of Britney Spears' Circus perfume. Really nice in the bedroom overnight. It does have a little bit of like a astringent quality. I found that don't overload, like turn on all your warmers, just do like one at a time. I found that like half an hour or like an hour in, that kind of really calms down. So don't overload yourself and like put a ton in and put it in all your warmers and turn them all on. Go slow, let that kind of die off, and it's perfect and it lasts forever. So that's my tip for that one. Okay. One of my faves, bring back my bar from last year. We have Jet, Set, Go. I was trying to think of what this reminded me of. It's a scent from Bath & Body Works, but I can't think of it. It's not Endless Weekend. It's not coming to me. But I had the wallflower of it last year. This scent. And then I also had this going at home, and I was like, oh my gosh, those smell exactly the same. I wish I could remember what it was. I know it's not Endless Weekend. It's really good. It's like just a tropical fresh day. And some people say this isn't a super good performer, but I live in a fairly, like, my house isn't so big with tall ceilings. So generally things that don't necessarily perform for other people tend to perform for me. This was scent of the month from February. It's Sunburst Bamboo. This is so good. I love this one. I feel like not many people are fans, but I love it. So that's why it's locked in my club. I even have a room spray of it up there because I was like, I have to have this. This one I'm not letting go because I'm afraid not enough people like this that it would come back. I don't know that, obviously. It's still available too. But I'm like, I'm locking this in before I lose it. It's so fresh. It's along the same lines as like an aloe water and cucumber, but it's not like, I have aloe water and cucumber going today and it's so strong and in your face and like cleaner-esque. This is like fresh, once again, in the way that like white tea and cactus is fresh. And some people don't like white tea and cactus, but I think it was just like a really fresh house cleaning type of scent. Aloe water and cucumber is like strong in your nostrils. That one's strong, but it's like more gentle and in the background. It's really nice. It's still available, so you can still pick it up to try it if you want to. Okay, Bora Blossom. I really like this one. I talked about it recently. It's perfect for this time of year, so I'm going to leave this one in my to melt pile. I also have Strawberry Swirl. Corey will be very happy because apparently last time I melted Strawberry Swirl on Happy Birthday into that mix, I used his bar of Strawberry Swirl. And he was not happy. So I can redeem myself. I better set this on the side for him specifically. Okay. We have like 9 left. Am I halfway side? We have Honeymoon Hideaway. This one is never coming back because people do not get good performance from this. But I love the scent. It's so unique to me. No, it's not a strong performer, but it's a beautiful scent, and that's why I have it in my club because, like I said, people did not get good performance the last time this came back, and so I have a feeling it's axed from future votes from people. I don't know how to describe this scent other than Honeymoon Hideaway. Like, it's very specific in the way that like Amazon Rain is specific. You're like, you just smell it like Luna. You just have to know what it smells like. Somebody, all I think of when I smell this bar though, which is not completely not accurate and even close, but we had it going one night and they're like, oh, it kind of smells like warm vanilla sugar in here. And I was like, okay, like it's not warm vanilla sugar. It's almost like a light unisex perfume. Like, it's kind of girly, but like mostly male, like masculine, but unisex. So anyone can wear it. It's really nice. I don't know. And I just love the connection, like Honeymoon Hideaway. Also, I keep gifting this to people. I keep putting it in their, we had a ton of friends get married last year. So I would put it in their gift that I bundled up for them for their wedding. And Corey's like, why don't we have any of this? Because I keep gifting it to people. And so this one I'm definitely holding on to. It's so funny. But like probably the last 3 bars I've gifted for weddings. Like, we had a lot of weddings go on. But it's the perfect, like, if I did down the aisle and that, and like, I don't know, just things that kind of like love around weddings. This fits the theme perfectly. So I'm like, I love having that, but I also love the bar. Okay, we have Hendrix. This one I ended up being a total fan of, even though I talked a lot of smack about it. It's got that patchouli and the sweetness, but it's smoky. But once you get past the smoke, like when I smelled it first, I was like, no, way too smoky. But the smoke really has died down. Now that I can see past the smoke into the patchouli and the sweetness, I actually really like that one. This one I haven't actually gotten to try yet. Oats and Honey. This is from the last Bring Back My Bar, and I haven't got to try it. So this is also going in my to melt pile. This smells literally like oatmeal and honey. I've definitely had some kind of like candle or home fragrance that smelled like this in the past. I'm really intrigued to try it. It's not the same as apple and oats. It's definitely only the oat part with the honey. Okay, we have Graham Cracker Crunch. This is probably a lot of my fall winter bakery. You guys, Graham Cracker Crunch is so good. Why did they discontinue this? It's like a graham cracker with peanut butter on it, but in the best way possible. The best way. We also have cinnamon buttercream. This is part of my mixture for Welcome Home. This one's a powerhouse bakery performer. Some people don't like this because of, there's like a note that people get. It's kind of like a cheesy, like sour note, which I feel like I get on cold, but when it warms, it's beautiful. It's so good. I also have Cashmere and Corduroy, which is the bomb. Such a nice perfumey scent. So strong. So strong. I hope this comes back, and I hope this comes back in a fragrance mist. Because this is so cozy, but also it's just like the perfect perfuminess. It would be great in a fragrance mist. Okay. 3 left. We have Banana Nut Bread. I'm excited to remelt this because I've just been, once again, waiting for this club. This is so authentic. Me and Corey went to Arizona over our Christmas break, and we went to a little candle shop, and we actually got to make our own candle, and we kind of mimicked Banana Nut Bread. We did like banana, vanilla, and spice, and so I really want to melt this and burn that candle at the same time, just because it's kind of like sentimental, like we made it together, and now I can also melt that wax at the same time. They would go together. I don't know, it's kind of my thought process. Summer Soleil. This one I'm also nervous would never come back because people say they get really light performance from it. To me, this reminds me of like a Bath & Body Works body care set. And it's really nice. It's really nice, you guys. I really like that one. Last bar is a bar I've also still never tried. It is the Up bar. So this, I'm really curious about. It kind of reminds me of Make a Splash, honestly. But a little bit more like clean, like almost like I just cleaned the bathroom and then I put Make a Splash in. The top smells like Make a Splash, but the bottom smells like a cleaner. I don't know. I'm really curious about this one because I've had this locked in since when? The fall, and I still haven't got to try it. But I'm putting this in my to melt pile, which is very large, but I have to try these things. So also, my last kind of thing I want to talk about is when you have a Scentsy club that's over $60, which if you were counting or judging how long this video is, this is over $60. I have more than $60 here. If you have over $60, you get a half price item. So also in Scentsy Club, you can pick out bricks. So I used my half price item for a brick in coconut lemongrass. So if you're like, wait a minute, holy moly, what is that? This is a brick. It's a massive hunk of wax. It's almost 1 pound of wax. It's like 5.5 to 6 regular Scentsy bars, as you can see. It has 12 cubes. A normal Scentsy bar only has 8. This has 12, but they're massive, if you can tell. So I generally will chop these in half, or if I want to put it in a smaller warmer, I'll cut these into 4s. You can do 3rds. You can literally do whatever you want. Just be careful. Like, you wouldn't want to put one of these full cubes in a mini warmer. You're going to have a little bit of a spill. So I generally cut these. I, for the most part, don't use a full cube at a time. So while you can also get these massive bricks in Scentsy Club, I used my half price item for this. So these are $24 regularly, which is a great price for almost 6 bars of wax. But I got it for 12 because I used my half price credit. So coconut lemongrass. This is honestly just like a very fresh coconut. The lemongrass is like, I was nervous to try this one because of the lemongrass, but it just kind of gives it a little bit of that like cleaner, it just gives it a little bit of a different element that really helps it like clear all of the odors out of your home. So like if you cook, I don't know, I feel like anything we cook smells, like I just don't know how it happens, but it just leaves this like odor in our home. This is a perfect scent to warm if you want to get that out. Like open the windows, pop this in, it'll be gone. So this is a really, really good one, and it's very strong. So this is what I choose. I just wanted something more summery. I was gonna get sugar cookie, but you guys, I got a bar in here, it's fine. So I ended up going with coconut lemongrass. So that is everything I have for my club haul. Wow, it was long. I have a different club shipment coming in a week or two maybe, so I'll be back then to chat more, but you'll probably see me warming some of these that I set aside in my to warm pile in my what I've been warming videos, which I generally post like every Wednesday. But yeah, that's where I'll be if you want to catch up on what I think of some of these things. And then the ones I did say that I will be taking out, I'll axe those from my club, and then as I go through and warm these, we'll see which ones also get the boot. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.